All right. Listen, there were some good things, even though it didn't come off that way. But the ones I thought played well when they were in, they were sharp. After that, too sloppy, too many penalties, going backwards when you shouldn't be offensively, and going forward with the penalties we had defensively. So we've got to take care of that. 10 penalties for 108 yards. That's a good rushing day for a team. So, you can't give that up with penalties. So I thought the young O-line was a positive. The guys that worked in there with the ones, I thought, did a nice job for the time they were in, a couple series they had. Roland Wallace, number 30, I thought really played well. I mean, he has an interception. He's got the fumble recovery on the opening kickoff. Brownlee with the touchdown on the fade route in the end zone. It's a nice catch there. Tunyon had, I think, 3 catches for 49 yards, which was a good day, big catches for us. And then Hicks had the pick there, which was beautiful. Baza had 6 tackles, seemed to be all over the place, good young player. And then Bucker was solid, with his kickoffs and the 58-yard field goal. So he's doing well there. Anyways, time's yours.
It's not the first time we've seen Brownlee catch that pass in the training camp as well. Just wonder what you've seen from him at camp and then putting into the game.
Yeah, well, listen, he's played well, so give him an opportunity to get in there and play, and he knows how to use his size for sure. And he had some nice plays, the rest of the way too. So as far as routes, didn't have the catches, but he had some good routes there, and I thought he was in a position where he deserved to get in there and get some play time for sure.
And a couple things about Patrick. Did he lobby for more than the 3 plays afterwards, or did it become pretty clear to you that your 51% was?
Well, no. Listen, he knew that I told him they'd get a series. So if he was lucky.
If he was lucky.
No. He was going to have a series. So he got it.
And what does it say about him, how much he seemed to stay in the game even after he was out all that time? I mean, he's out there with
no,
and all the things he did. I mean, what's that say about him?
Yeah, I mean, you look at these veteran guys, but Pat leading the charge on that, and then Kelce's in there running up and down, and Chris is running up and down. Their guys are all over the place, but they like watching these young guys play, and they're cheering for them. At the same time, they're trying to teach them too, and they're hard on them when they goof up. So, which I'm okay with. The peer pressure is good pressure.
And Bush is an Achilles?
Bush is an Achilles, yes.
Yeah. Any sense of?
He's got to have surgery, so he's got to have surgery on it. He'll get double checked here, but I mean, I think we're looking at surgery there. It's too bad because he's really been playing well. Great kid too.
Andy, you mentioned the offensive line. Just to ask about Josh specifically, I know you want to watch the tape. What do you think of him for a second?
Yeah, I wasn't screaming at him, so I figured he did okay. He looked like he had a solid day, especially for his first day. He's been working his tail off. That kid never complains about anything. He just goes, and he and Kingsley are trying to develop something over there, and they haven't missed any snaps. So we'll see how it all works out and sorts out. But I thought for the first time out, I thought they did a nice job.
What was your sense of Minshew's day?
Yeah, I thought he did a nice job. Managed it well. He had a couple of those where he had to come back, and then I thought his zero blitz shot was beautiful that he made, big time play. I thought he had a solid day in there and got a score with his legs, and that was great.
Did Royals also stand out to you in any way?
Yeah, no, I thought Royals did a good job. Also on special teams, I thought he did well, but he did a nice job in there. He's strong, strong runner.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Kansas City Chiefs football roared back to life as the reigning AFC champions stepped onto the turf at State Farm Stadium for their first preseason clash against the Arizona Cardinals, determined to set the tone for the year ahead. Still carrying the sting of last season's finale loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, head coach Andy Reid came prepared to test both his star starters and the depth pieces eager to prove themselves. From the opening whistle, the Chiefs ignited the field with an explosive start, capitalizing instantly when a fumble on the kickoff was pounced on by rookie Brazzard Smith, announcing his arrival in commanding fashion. With the crowd buzzing, Patrick Mahomes took control from the Cardinals' 13-yard line, orchestrating a flawless high-energy two-play drive that punched into the end zone. Harrison Butker's kick split the uprights with precision, extending the early lead to a confident 7-0 and sending a clear message to the league that Kansas City was back, hungry, and ready to dominate. The Cardinals regained possession determined to sustain a drive, piecing together an 8-play, 47-yard push before quarterback Kyler Murray's pass was snatched by second-year safety Jaden Hicks, electrifying the Kansas City sideline and swinging momentum right back to the Chiefs. In the opening minutes, everything seemed to break Kansas City's way. Free agent pickup Gardner Minshew took command for the Chiefs' second offensive series, but despite flashes of promise, including 19 yards gained on his debut drive, an 8-play effort stalled after a costly penalty on Trey Smith, forcing a punt. Even with penalties pinning Arizona deep, the Cardinals closed the first quarter threatening inside the Chiefs' 15-yard line. They opened the second with a clean field goal, trimming the lead to 7-3. Refusing to let the momentum shift, Minshew orchestrated a crisp 9-play march, leaning on tight end Robert Tonyan and rookie wide-out Jalen Royals to slice through the defense. Capping the drive with a fearless rushing touchdown, Minshew lit up the scoreboard again, and Harrison Butker's flawless extra point extended the Chiefs' advantage to a commanding 14-3. Bailey Zappe made his much-anticipated Chiefs preseason debut in the second quarter against the Cardinals, working the short passing game with composure, until a deep shot intended for rookie Royals was picked off by Darren Hall, igniting a momentum shift. The Chiefs' defense then surrendered its first touchdown of the preseason to Emari Demercado, and with the extra point good, Arizona closed the gap to 14-10. Before halftime, the Cardinals struck again, seizing a 17-14 lead. Kansas City wasted no time after the break, with Harrison Butker drilling a monster 58-yard field goal to tie it 17-17. The third quarter turned into a tense defensive standoff, but Zappe gambled on fourth down with a deep throw to undrafted receiver Mdelina, only for the Cardinals to snatch another interception. The deadlock held into the fourth, where Arizona regained control with a field goal to make it 20-17. Enter Chris Oladipo for his first snaps of the game, determined to spark a comeback, finding rhythm with the help of undrafted free agent standout Elijah Badger and keeping Chiefs fans on the edge of their seats. The Chiefs' momentum finally sputtered, forcing a punt back to Arizona, but the Cardinals couldn't extend their lead either, handing possession to Kansas City with 6:33 left in regulation. And then, the moment fans had been waiting for, Chiefs preseason football officially roared to life on Saturday night in a road showdown at State Farm Stadium against the Arizona Cardinals. It meant one thing, the first glimpse of Travis Kelce this preseason, as the legendary All-Pro tight end began what could be his final unforgettable campaign. Kelce radiated pure energy before kickoff, the 10-time Pro Bowler grinning and grooving in warm-ups alongside defensive powerhouse Chris Jones. Cameras captured every second, sending social media into a frenzy. "Now what is this move, Travis?" One fan laughed on X, while another declared, 13th season, going to be a damn good one. Vibes are immaculate. A third added, "We are so back," and someone else joked, "Look at those moves. No hate, but Baker Mayfield might have some competition." At Kelce adjacent Kelce, another fan quipped, while one more chimed in, "Silly goofy mood," perfectly summing up the tight end's playful energy. Yet beneath the light-hearted pregame antics, the weight of expectation looms large over Travis Kelce. Internally, the three-time Super Bowl champion is driven by the quiet personal goal of closing out his storied career with a final triumphant chapter if this truly is his last ride. Externally, the pressure is no less intense. Fans and pundits across the league are eager, almost desperate, to witness another dominant season from the future Hall of Famer, knowing every game could be part of his farewell masterpiece.